Guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to make this very beautiful, simple, and very easy gown you see on my thumbnail. Okay, it's very easy and very beautiful. It's a caftan dress. It's a free fitted caftan. Let me give it that word, free fitted. Okay, guys. Again, if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, this is Vivian's Reality. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Okay, give my videos a like. So guys, today I'll be teaching you how to make this very beautiful gown you see on my thumbnail. So this is the material fabric I'll be using for the gown, for that beautiful kaftan you saw there on the thumbnail. And then I've gone ahead to measure the length of my customer. I'm gonna have to measure the length of the that I would want the kaftan to be, and then I'm gonna have to also press, and then I secured it with these pins, okay, so that it does not shift while I'm sewing. Okay, a lot of people have different methods they sew their own, but I prefer to use this particular method. Some people, normally when we want to cut, we used to actually cut from here, because this gown has an opening in front, and then of course you have to leave space for your zipper allowance behind. So but what we'll do now is I'll actually start by taking out 2 inches like this, as you see me do. 2 inches here, 2 inches. I'll do this round down to the end. Okay, and I'll draw a straight line. I'd actually done this one, so I did it off camera before I took it to the ironing table. Okay, and I pressed it. And then secured it with pins. Please, if you want to do it, secure it with a pin so that it does not shift. Okay, so it's time to take my vertical measurements. Okay, from her shoulder to her under bust length is I'm not taking her half under bust, sorry. From her shoulder to her waist is 19. Okay, so I'm going to mark my 19 here, and then from her shoulder to my client's shoulder to her hip is 27. So I'll mark my 27 here and do a straight line. Okay, and that is this. But these are just the 2 lines I need, and then the chest line is not even necessary, but okay. So now it's time for me to measure her shoulder. Sorry, I'm cutting. I don't have of course, some of my subscribers, I sew from home. I don't have a shop yet. This is how I cut clothes on the ground. Okay, so please bear with me. Now small, very soon when I get a shop, and then I would have actually gotten a table, but there's no space. The house is really very tight, so but I cut on the ground like this. So her shoulder measurement is 18, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. I'll give a mark at 9 here. Hope you can see it. Then from there I'll come down to 1 inch. That's the shoulder slope. You have to actually slope it. If you don't, you'll be like, I don't know, like a bird that is ready to want to fly or something like that. So you have that. That's my shoulder slope there. So from the shoulder slope, I now take the measurement for the armhole, which is 10. That will also serve as a chest line. Okay, and how did I get the 10? Your measurement, how you get the measurement of your armhole is you divide your bust circumference. Okay, divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5. Okay, that will give you the exact armhole of your customer or client, anyone we call them. So okay, then from the shoulder slope to the armhole depth, I'll be dividing this by 2 which will give me 5, and then I'll come in by half an inch, and then I'll be using my free hand to curve this. Okay, before then, now let me just take her bust measurement. She's a size, I think 20, is it from 20 and above, but she's on a bigger side. Okay, so but her bust measurement is 50, and 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. You know, it's a fitted caftan that I'm making, not as in free fitted. It has to have fitting. It doesn't have to be too tight, but a bit free. So her bust is 12.5. I'll be adding 1 inch to it, and then add my 2 inches for sewing allowance. So 12.5, that's I'll be marking out 13.5 for her bust circumference, and then 2 inch for sewing allowance. Then I'll come down to her waist. Her waist measurement is 47. So 47 divided by 4, you have 11.75. Okay, so after doing that, like I said, I'll be adding 1 inch to it. So I've added 1 inch, and then 2 inch for my seam allowance, and then down to the waist, the hip, sorry, her hip is 53. 53 divided by 4 is 13.5, and not 13.5, 13.25. Okay, then after marking that, I'll add 1 inch to it. Okay, 13 points, then 1 inch, and then my 2 inch for seam allowance. So what I'll do next now is to connect it down. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing. I don't know if this is clear, but from the hip, you mark it down straight. Are you seeing it? Straight, 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 straight. And that is just it. That is basically it. It's actually difficult. And for the neck, like I said, her neck round is 16. For mine, 3.5 for the width, and the neck depth for the front, that's the front too. I'll do 4 inches. Like I said, my client is she's big. Okay, then for the back depth, I'll come down by 1.5 inches, and then connect. So that's just basically it. And then your shoulder slope, you mark, and that is it. It's now ready to cut. All right, guys, so let me cut this, and then after cutting, I'll show you what next to do. Okay, sorry. And do not forget that when cutting, you have to cut out the back piece first. Oh, you cut it out, bring it out before you cut the what's it called, the front. If not, you make mistakes. And now I'll be slitting, as I've been dividing, separating this because it's joined together. I'll separate it. Okay, so you go ahead and cut it this way. And then cut out the armhole. See, I've done the cutting already. See how it looks. It's very easy to cut, to make. Then I'm going to slit out, as in divide it, because I did not use the other part of it. So do not forget to separate this. That's why I had to secure it so that it does not shift. And I'll also be using a lining for this my dress, so I'll be adding lining because the material is very, very, very light. If I do it without lining, it will not last. So you see, here I was done separating. So what I will do now is I will remove the back piece, this one. I will remove the one without markings. So time to remove my pin. Okay, see, I removed this one and I'm left with just this one. So I want to cut out the neck depth now, the one I marked. You know, I did not cut it together. Oh. I had to cut the back piece first before cutting out the front. All right, so let me. So this is it. I've cut it out. I'll take to my sewing machine and then stitch this down. Okay, to where I want the slit to. You know, it will have an opening in front like this. So this is just basically it for the cut. All right, guys. So it's time to cut out my facing, which is the most important part of this dress. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing now, and I'll have to also pin. I will have to still pin this like this. There's no light now. I've gone ahead to just press it, but I'll just notch my 2 inch. Let me notch it. I've notched it, and then please, we do not have light now, so I'll just use my pin to secure this before cutting out the facing. And when there's light, I'll press this down. I just want to cut out everything at the same time. If there was light, I'm supposed to have actually please press it first. Okay, press it first. If you're learning or a learner, please try and press this first. Okay, try and press it though. Try and press it first. Okay, so but I'm securing with my pin now. I think this is okay, because after I'm done, I have to run a straight stitch down. I'll also be showing you, do a different tutorial showing you how I'll be attaching the dress, everything together. So now it is time to, this is what I'll be using. I'm using, this is the net, sorry, the lace I'll be using, the cord lace. So what I'll need to do is to fold it. Let me do it this way. All right, so it's time for me to cut this out. Sorry guys, I have to clean this down because I think it wants to rain and the breeze is really disturbing. So I have to secure this properly. All right, so it's time to cut. Okay, so what I'll do next is bring it out and then place it on top of the gown, like you see me do. And then this will not really show, but oh, let me use the white chalk. So from here to here, you can come down by 6 inches, which is very okay. That's 6 or 7 inches. At some in some cases, if you can do, can you see it? Just give it a very nice V shape, depending on how you want yours to look like. So I think it's time for me to cut out. Or I just decided to bring it down to um 7 inches. So 7 inches is okay. So I brought it down to 7 inches. And this, for me, I want 10. You can also do 7 if you want. I want mine to come down, okay? So I'm going to be doing, it's time for me to cut it out. Can you see it? See how it looks very fine. So this is how I'll now place it on my dress. Wait, let me turn it. I've not actually sewed it yet, but let me just show you how it's going to look like on the dress. You see it? See how it looks? Fine. And then after doing that, you now use your bias. You sew this one to this place, you cut it out, you leave a little bit of allowance so that it will lap. Do you get it? Anyway, I'm going to show you how I'll be joining it. Okay, so but this is it for this. And then thank you all for watching. I'll be showing you, I'll also make a tutorial to show you how I'll be joining this, and then probably also show you how the dress will be looking on my client's body. So this is it after joining it, and then you come take this one, bring it down here. Okay, catch this one will be like this. You sew here, secure here, sew here, stitch down, you cut of course, and then this one will come down to the bottom of the dress. But like I said earlier, gown is very long. I left like 5 inches allowance for, I'll be folding it in like this with my lining. So okay, all right guys, if you find this interesting, please come back to the channel and watch how I'll be joining this dress. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and God bless you all. I'm not going to be cutting um anything for the and interfacing for the back because I told you earlier I'll be using lining. So this is it for this. I'm done cutting, so I'll also drop a video showing you how I'm going to be joining this together. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. Okay guys, so it's time to cut out the sleeve. It's time for me to cut out the sleeve. So I've gone ahead to fold this into 4. Like you want to cut out a flea skirt or flea, for how to cut out flea now for your skirt or top or anything. But I just folded it like this, and for the length I'll be using 19 inches, so I made it 20. I made it 20 inches. Okay, I'll be folding this too with lining, because the lining will give it a very beautiful effect. So guys, this is it. So I'm going to cut this part out. This is what I'll be using for my pockets. Okay, so see how I had to turn it. I turned it like I'm going to cut out the flea. Can you see? So I'll measure here. This is 19, or rather I said let me use 20 inches will be too much. Let me do 19. This is how you measure it round. 19 inches. Okay. Hope you're understanding what I'm doing. You come here, measure your, sorry, God, though, it's not easy. Oh, cutting on the floor. Mark out my 19 inches there. 19 inches. This is 19. Hope you're seeing. Oh, the weather is kind of dark. It wants to rain. The weather has really, 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 really changed. There's a very thick cloud in the sky. I think it's even drizzling already. So you connect it this way as you see me do. All right. Connect, connect. Okay, so here I'm done connecting, and then you turn it this way. Okay. I told you people I want to measure everything at once, but most times, let me give you people a chance. Or most times it's actually good for you to, when you're done sewing your dress, before you take your armhole measurement, it's quite better. All right. Well, like I said, I want to just cut everything at once. I've been into this for a very long time, so even if it's too much, I know what to do. All right. But please, if you're learning, sew your dress first. Before, after you are, the measurement you get after sewing, that's the armhole measurement you get, is what you use to cut out the sleeve. All right. So, but me, in my own case, I know I've been doing this way, and it's actually a problem to me, but I'm just telling you that if you're not used to doing this, please don't don't trying to cut out the armhole. Are you seeing what I'm doing? It's like, I think I'll have to add it up a little. Are you seeing it? Just cut it out like the way you're trying to shape your sleeve. So I'll take my scissors and then trim this out. And then I'll cut out this one. All right. So this is my sleeve. Trying to, are you seeing? Sorry, are you seeing? So I'll not share, and then separate this one like this. like this. So sorry, I made a little mistake, so I'm trying to adjust my cotton. Sorry. So this is just it, and then you give it a nice curve. Sorry, my scissors. So this is now my sleeve. All right, so all right, see it. All right, guys, so that's basically it. Please, if you enjoyed this tutorial, comment, subscribe, and please like, and then I'll drop a video showing you how I made this beautiful dress, please. All right, seeing it, like, see how it will be like this. That's how it will look like. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for watching, and God bless you all. Bye bye.